Prime Minister Modi came under fire from the opposition on the fifth day in the second leg of the budget session of Parliament. Armed with a report from the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, the Congress demanded the PM's response for the alleged anomalies in the oil and gas block in the KG Basin in the western state. Speaking in defence, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Venkaiah Naidu said that the matter should be raised in the State Assembly and that the Congress is only looking to divert attention from the Augusta Westland scam.
Meaningless. It's a matter pertaining to the Gujarat state, and matter has to be raised in Gujarat Assembly. And as per the Constitution 151, even the CAG findings are referred to governor as part of their campaign to divert the attention of the people from this Augusta Westland helicopter scam. They are bringing all this and making unnecessary, absurd allegations against the Prime Minister. It has become a fashion for the Congress party to bring in Prime Minister wherever. Earlier also, even on Augusta helicopter, they misled the nation saying that they have blacklisted that company, which they have not. I have answer given by Mr. Antony in the Rajya Sabha in 2013 saying it was not blacklisted. Now the truth will come out. Government is willing to discuss in the House. As and when the chair permits, the minister will make a statement and then there will be a discussion.
Are we to believe that between these three issues that will be raised, most of the legislative business of the House will really be hijacked?
Both of them have nothing to do with each other. This is a separate, that is legislative business, and this is a public issue to be discussed. Simply because you threaten that you don't allow a legislative business. Truth cannot be held as a hostage. Truth should come out. The Congress party is trying all methods. They have given a statement saying that they want to get out of the House. You are elected to come and function in the Parliament. You want to get out of the House.
Will you reach out to the opposition to ensure that there is no deadlock and consensus happens, or at least some legislative business happens?
We are in touch with the opposition. The other day I had a meeting with Sri Ghulam Nabi Azad and Anand Sharma. They have promised me that they will support the legislations and whichever there is an agreement. We are in regular touch with the opposition.
So which are these legislations?
There cannot be any barter that I don't raise this issue, you support me. We don't ask, and they don't even also consider on those lines. Each and every decision of the parties is decided by merits. I am sure they will cooperate in seeing that the Parliament discuss. I am not compelling them, they should support me. I say I propose government, you oppose, let the House dispose.
And some more updates. Even as the Augusta Westland scam also fueled the fire in Parliament, the CBI is on SP Tyagi's heels. The former Air Force chief official was interrogated by investigators. During his interrogation, Tyagi has reportedly confirmed several meets with Augusta middlemen, quite contrary to his earlier stand. Here's a ground report on all the issues that rocked the Parliament today.
The Augusta case continues to rock Parliament. Today it was the TMC which raised slogans against Congress and the Gandhi family. The TMC MP S.S. Roy has been expelled for a day, but clearly Augusta is something that will continue to impact legislative business in the second half of this budget session. The Congress, of course, has tried to come back and used the CAG report. At least that's what the government is saying, that Congress is trying to divert attention from Augusta, and therefore it has raised the issue of GSPC or irregularities in GSPC during Modi's tenure as Gujarat CM. Congress and opposition have demanded Prime Minister's reply as well to this issue, a demand that has been rubbished by the government. But one thing is for sure, legislative business definitely stands to get impacted in this tug of war and one-upmanship battle between the government and the opposition.
तो कभी बीजेपी के लोग हल्ला करते हैं, कभी कांग्रेस के लोग करते हैं, कभी टीएमसी के लोग. तो मैं समझती हूँ कि ये ठीक नहीं हो रहा है. बेहतर यही है कि सरकार को चाहिए कि इस मामले को गंभीरता से लेते हुए इसके ऊपर यदि वो मेरे ख्याल सरकार अपना जो अपना स्टैंड क्लियर करे या इस पे चर्चा कराए.
ये जो गवर्नमेंट कर रही है वो पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है और वो ये नहीं चाहते हैं कि जो रियल कल्प्रिट्स है उनको पकड़े. वो पॉलिटिकली ये साधना चाहते हैं कि चुनाव में एक मुद्दा बनाकर कांग्रेस पार्टी को डिफेम करे.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने भी एक चैलेंज है कि 2 महीने के अंदर जांच पूरी करिए और जिसके नाम आप उजागर कीजिए. तो ये चैलेंज सरकार ने एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए। 2 महीने के अंदर पूरी जांच होनी चाहिए और जो भी उसमें गुनहगार है उस बारे में लोगों को इंफॉर्मेशन देनी चाहिए।
संसद के अंदर उन्होंने जब सरकार में थे तो कहा था कि अगस्ता जो है वो उसको ब्लैक लिस्ट नहीं किया गया है। अब बाहर जो कह रहे हैं कि उसको ब्लैक लिस्ट हमने कर दिया था, तो क्या करेक्ट है, क्या सच है और क्या गलत है, उसकी मुझे लगता है भूली बिसरी यादों को उन्हें करेक्ट करना चाहिए और बिना लाग लपेट के संसद में उनको सच का सामना करना पड़ेगा, उनको तमाम जवाब सुनने पड़ेंगे।
More political updates, and with star poll strategist Prashant Kishore at their disposal, the Congress is looking to turn tables in UP, and the man who scripted the victories for PM Modi in the 2014 general elections, as well as Modi's rival Nitish Kumar in Bihar, just 6 months later, is looking to shake up the Congress's state unit in Uttar Pradesh. In fact, the latest is that sources do tell ET Now that Prashant Kishore is in favor of pitting Priyanka Gandhi as the chief ministerial candidate. Not just that, there may be a massive rejig within the party ahead of the assembly elections next year. And if Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi do not agree to Kishore's plan, he's likely to pitch a well-known Brahmin candidate for the state chief minister's chair. Will this help the Congress stage a comeback in its one-time bastion is the big question. Meantime, a 70% fire has been doused in Uttarakhand and efforts are on to douse the forest fire completely. The Home Minister Rajnath Singh today said that the situation is under control and there's nothing to worry about. Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar hinted that the forest fire at some places in Uttarakhand could have been man-made, and 4 people have been arrested in connection with the same, even as the Indian Air Force choppers continue their operation to douse the raging flames. Priyank got us this report from on board an IAF chopper.
We are inside this Mi-17 Air Force chopper, which is going for a sortie to look at the possible location where they need to carry out the rescue. This is the first weather sortie which is now being taken by this Mi-17. It will be going to several locations. There are 11 locations which have been noted and given by the local administration to the Indian Air Force officials. They are going to see these locations. But the way the smoke has totally covered, and the hilly forest area is a very rising concern for people in Uttarakhand and the neighbouring states. We know that more than 2,200 acres of land has totally been gutted down in the fire, which is continuing since more than few weeks. But the basic problem, which is very helpful for the Indian Air Force team, is presence of this river. This river is one of the very important things for them, because they can pull out water, and this water is pumped and thrown on those 11 prominent locations which is facing serious problems because of fire. Right now we are inside one of the sorties, and different sorties like this will be taken by the Indian Air Force officers who are on their duty to douse off the fire which is ongoing in the state of Uttarakhand. With video journalist Mohan Singh, Priyank Tripathi in Pauri region.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.